Hi, this is Vicki Romaine with Cheerful Greetings, and today I'm going to do a watercolor background. My piece of watercolor has been cut down to 3 by 4. I use this size a lot for a focal point on my cards. I put right much water on my watercolor paper, and what I am doing is putting various colors randomly on the paper. I have no set area that I put a particular color. I'm just randomly putting them wherever I see fit. I'll be using yellow, pale green, pale blue, kind of a light burgundy, and a purple. I continually put water on my brush so that the colors stay wet. These watercolors are by artist Loft. I bought them at Michael's. Here I have my watercolor paper almost finished. You will see they're just randomly placed on the paper, and they're still wet. Next, I'm taking sea salt. I'm using it because the grains are much larger than regular salt. This makes a watercolor blend and helps it to dry faster. I rub the salt into the color and then I wipe it off. After my paper has been colored, I'm going to stamp it, and the stamp I'm using is from Stampin' Up. And the ink I'm using is Memento Tuxedo Black. I make sure I put a good coverage of ink on my stamp, as I want to make sure it comes through and shows through the watercolor. Make sure your paper is dry before you stamp. As you see, I have a pretty good image on here. Next, I'm going to color the flowers and the leaves in my image. The flowers will be pink, and of course the leaves will be green. Now I have it colored completely. The markers I used are Tammet. I got them at on Amazon. There were 36 markers in the package. Next, we get some double-sided adhesive. Take the paper off on one side. And then remove the paper from the other side after you've stuck it on your watercolor paper. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get hold of the edges there to pull it off. And many times it's the white side that comes off. This time it was the brown side that came off first. My double-sided adhesive came in 8.5 by 11 sheets, and I got them from scrapbook.com. Now my image has adhesive on it. This only takes a little glitter on it. Doesn't take very much, so that's why I'm using my glitter that's in the Tupperware. I don't want a heavy coating of glitter on the paper. And you can see that the colors have toned down quite a bit. Now my image goes on a mat. It's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. The watercolor paper was 3 by 4, so I have an eighth of an inch on each side there. Sometimes the watercolor paper doesn't want to stick real good to the mat because it's been warped a little bit with the water, but after a while it will stick down. I've pre-stamped my card. The cinnamon in the corner says, "A friend is someone who listens with the heart." And I put it down kind of in the corner of the bottom of my card. So that it won't be off balance, I'm going to add a small butterfly. And the glue I'm using for this dries really fast. It's called art glitter. And it's great because you can put it in small corners and it glues and it adheres quickly. The butterfly helps to balance out my card. And here's my finished card. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you did, please subscribe. Hope to see you another day. Bye.